Hello, BackstageAxxess.com. We are here again with the legendary Edgar Winter. He just walked off stage, and he's right here in this beautiful winery, Willow Creek Winery. You see all the wine behind us. Fireworks just went off in spectacular fashion after Edgar's show, and it was a great show.
Oh, thank you, Gus. It was rocking. That's what I'm talking about.
Edgar, you still put on a great show after all these years. What can you say? I mean, how do you get the energy?
Well, I've loved music ever since I began. I mean, I started playing as a kid with my brother Johnny when I was 6 years old. My first instrument was ukulele, and I have as much fun now as ever I did, starting out. And I really feel that it's just playing the music that I love, that comes from my heart, has kept me young and energized and excited. I came up in the 70s, and I think we're all tempted to feel that the time that we grew up in was somehow special. But I really do think that there were two eras in music. The 40s and 50s for big band swing and jazz, and the 60s and 70s were really magical for rock, and that's what I've tried to do, is to, on my last CD, is to recapture some of that 70s magic, and that was a great audience tonight, and we just had a blast playing for everybody.
Yeah, you've been on tour for over a year for Rebel Road. Is this tour any different from previous tours?
We're pretty much, it's different in that we're doing new songs, but my wife Monique and I have been married 30 years now, and I've gotten to the point where I love to play. You'll never hear me talking about doing a farewell tour, but I don't do the long 6-month world tours. I just like to be more or less a weekend warrior and get out there, and this week we played Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and
you go home to the lovely wife
Sunday, yeah, and so that's the way I like to do it. So I don't really think of it as a tour. I'm just constantly playing, and that's what I love. But it's that old, the old blues mentality of just I'm in it to the end.
Right. Yeah. Now, you teamed up with Clint Black on Positive Drinking. How did this song come about? Is there a special meaning in your life that you wrote the song about?
Well, an appropriate song for the winery. I'm lucky to have survived the crazy years. A lot of drugs and alcohol, and the song is, I certainly don't encourage anyone to drink recklessly or irresponsibly. And I myself finally, I don't drink anymore. Don't drink any less is the old joke.
It's hard not to drink in here if you look behind us. You got all this beautiful wine behind us.
But I finally stopped about in 2000. But the song, it was one of those that I when the idea flashed into my mind, the power of positive drinking. I had said it like years ago when we were in the studio, and I'd gotten even more blasted than usual one night and came in, and everybody said, "Well, we might as well go home. Edgar's out. He's not." And we started messing around and came up with this great idea, and they said, "How can you do that? You can't. You're bumping into the walls and stuff." That, it's the power of positive drinking, So the idea just stayed in my mind, and when we were working on this, the first song that I had written was I wanted to do some country, and I'm from Texas, and it's one of the influences that has not been very evident in my music. I'm primarily thought of as a rocker, but I love jazz and classical, and part of what my career has been about throughout the years is just trying to broaden musical horizons and make people aware of all the music that's out there, and try to break down some of what I consider the senseless musical prejudices that exist. I've never been able to understand why people who love classical can't appreciate rock, or why people who love country can't dig jazz. And you know, to me, they're all valid musical forms. But getting back to the power of positive drinking, I had written this song on Horns of a Dilemma, and I thought it was a blues song, and the guys that I was writing with, Kurt Como and James Baker, were the co-writers on Rebel Road, and I showed them these lyrics, and they said, "Oh, this is a great country song." I said, "What? What are you talking about? I thought this was a blues song." He said, "No, it's perfect." So we started messing around with it, and after it came out so good that I thought, well, if you like that one, I've got Power of Positive Drink, and I was like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Like there's a whole bunch of ideas that like in a couple of days, I had about 12 ideas. Those ideas are really natural for me to come up with. So, but anyway, those were the two that we put on, and I thought, well, I want some really authentic country style, country blues heart, and I happen to know Clint Black, who is from Texas as well, and Clint had invited me to play on his De-Electrified album on Burn One Down, and we had a great time, and swapped old Texas tall tales and stuff. He told me like about the first time he saw me, stumbled into a club, not knowing who I was when he was really young, and he was kind enough to just he was on tour and he came by, and it just really touched my heart that he would being so busy like that would take the time to come in and play on those songs. So
and another song on your last release, Rebel Road, you work with Slash. How did you hook up with Slash?
Slash and I met at this event called the Millennium, I think it was the Millennium Celebration. It was everybody from Muhammad Ali to Sophia Loren, and there was a huge Quincy Jones 100-piece thing, and we got to meet the Clintons. There was a big ball, and hang out at the White House. Right. And there was a band. There was a rock band with John Fogerty, and Slash and I were sort of in this all-star band. And Slash in the White House with his top hat was just great. He fit right in. So we said, "Oh, we gotta do something together." And this was the first thing that came up. I thought, well, Rebel Road. I've always thought of myself as something of a musical rebel. I never seemed to fit into the categories the business would squeeze me into, and we do a lot of biker events, and Free Ride is one of their one of their favorites, and I thought, well, it's about time to write another one of those. So I've always thought of the open road. The highway is sort of a symbol of freedom. It's and that lifestyle. I think that bikers and rockers have something in common, in that we both have a sort of disregard for authority, the powers that be, and it's basically saying I'm not going to be told who I am, what I'm supposed to believe, how I'm supposed to live. So who could be more on a rebel road than Slash? He was just like the perfect guy. Right.